Trading and gambling. The thin line most people don't see. There's a truth that many traders don't like to hear. A truth that makes people uncomfortable because it challenges the way they see themselves. And that truth is this: most people who claim they are trading are actually gambling. They just don't realize it. Think about it. When someone walks into a casino, they know exactly what they're doing. They know the odds are stacked against them. They know the flashing lights, the slot machines, the dice, the roulette wheel. It's all designed to take their money. But when someone opens a trading platform, when they see charts moving up and down, when they click buy or sell, when they feel that rush of adrenaline, they think they're being rational. They think they're analyzing. The irony? Most of the time they're playing the exact same game. I want you to really imagine this for a moment. Picture a man in Las Vegas. He's sitting at the blackjack table. His hands are sweating. He's been losing for hours. He tells himself, just one more hand. I'll recover it all. I can't walk away now. Now picture another man at his desk staring at his trading screen. His last 3 trades hit stop loss. He feels the same burning frustration. He tells himself, just one more trade. I'll make it back. I can't end the day in red. Different environment. Same psychology. That's the thin line I'm talking about. You see, gambling is not just about slot machines or poker chips. Gambling is a mindset. It's the act of risking money without a real edge, without discipline, and without a long-term plan. And here's the painful part. Most traders don't have an edge. Most traders don't have discipline. Most traders don't have a long-term plan. They trade on impulse. They trade on emotion. They trade on hope, which means they gamble. But let's pause here, because some of you might be thinking, wait, are you saying trading and gambling are exactly the same thing? No, there is a difference, but the difference is razor thin. And whether you're on one side of that line or the other depends entirely on how you approach the market. So let's break it down. What does it mean to gamble? It means you enter a game where the odds are against you, and you play anyway, hoping that luck will turn in your favor. What does it mean to trade? It means you enter the market with a strategy that gives you an edge. It means you manage risk. It means you understand probabilities, and you accept losses as part of the game, not something to chase back with desperation. Both involve risks. Both involve uncertainty. Both involve money on the line. But the foundation, the mindset, is completely different. Here's where it gets dangerous. When new traders start, they don't usually understand this difference. They enter the market like gamblers dressed as traders. They look at charts and see what they want to see, not what's actually there. They place trades because they're bored. They double their risk after a loss, thinking the market owes them. They feel the rush of winning big, and suddenly, they think they're geniuses. That emotional roller coaster, it's no different than a slot machine. And let me tell you something. The market is a far more ruthless casino than Vegas will ever be. Because in Vegas, the odds are fixed. The house always wins, yes, but at least the rules are clear. In trading, the rules aren't written on the wall. You don't know when volatility will spike. You don't know when a news event will hit. You don't know when a sudden liquidity grab will wipe out your stop loss. The house in trading isn't a casino. It's an endless sea of bigger players, hedge funds, institutions, algorithms. And if you come in with a gambler's mindset, thinking you'll outsmart them with luck, you're done before you even begin. Now let me tell you a story. Years ago, I knew a trader named Daniel. Daniel wasn't stupid. He was smart, ambitious, and hungry to make money. But he had one problem. He didn't see the difference between trading and gambling. He'd fund his account, place a few trades, win big, and feel unstoppable. Then he'd lose just as quickly. Every time he lost, he'd double his position size, thinking, if I just catch one good move, I'll recover it all. And sometimes he did, which made it worse. Because winning when you're gambling doesn't prove you're right, it just reinforces bad habits. Eventually, he blew up his account, then another and another, until one day he admitted the truth: he wasn't trading. He was gambling with a trading platform as his casino. And here's the kicker. The moment he realized that truth, everything changed. Because once you admit you've been gambling, you can finally start trading. You can finally start building rules. You can finally start managing risk. You can finally start treating trading as a profession instead of a game of chance. That's when Daniel began to change. He stopped trading for excitement. He started trading for consistency. He stopped looking for big wins. He started focusing on protecting his capital. And slowly, painfully, he crossed that thin line from gambler to trader. Now let's bring this back to you. Ask yourself honestly, when you trade, Are you following a tested plan? Or are you throwing money at the screen, hoping for luck? Do you risk a fixed percentage of your account? Or do you size up recklessly when you feel confident? Do you accept small losses calmly? Or do you feel a burning need to get it back? Because your answers will reveal which side of the line you're really on. Here's the psychology behind it. Gamblers chase emotions. They crave excitement. They want the rush of winning and the drama of losing. Traders chase probabilities. They crave consistency. They want stability, discipline, and control. Gamblers ask, how much can I win? Traders ask, how much can I afford to lose? Gamblers are slaves to short-term feelings. Traders are servants of long-term goal. And if you're not careful, your brain will always try to pull you back into the gambler's mindset because that's where the adrenaline lives. So what's the solution? It starts with awareness. You have to recognize when you're trading and when you're gambling. You have to call yourself out when you're making emotional decisions. The second step is discipline. Discipline is boring. Discipline means sticking to your rules even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means walking away from the screen when you want to keep trading. Discipline means protecting your account over protecting your ego. And the third step is patience. Because here's the truth. Real trading isn't about hitting the jackpot. It's about slowly, steadily building equity over time. It's not flashy. It's not dramatic. It's not glamorous. But it's sustainable. Now let me ask you again. Where do you stand? Are you a trader? Or are you a gambler who just calls himself a trader? Be honest, because honesty is the first step toward growth. If you're a gambler, it's not the end of the world. We've all been there. Every real trader has walked through that phase. But the ones who make it are the ones who cross the line. The ones who stop playing the game of chance. The ones who stop chasing the high of winning. The ones who learn to love the boring grind of discipline. Because here's the irony. The boring stuff, the discipline, the patience, the consistency. That's where the freedom actually comes from. Not from gambling. Not from chasing. Not from rolling the dice. The real reward of trading is not the adrenaline rush. It's the freedom of knowing you can rely on yourself. It's the confidence of knowing you're in control. And that's something gambling will never give you. So I leave you with this thought. Trading and gambling will always look the same on the surface. Two people, two screens, two bets placed. But the difference, the razor-thin line, lies in the mindset. One is hoping, the other is calculating. One is desperate. The other is patient. One will eventually blow up. The other, if disciplined, will survive long enough to thrive. Which one are you? Because at the end of the day, the market doesn't care. But you should.